Hey, it's Ducky, and today I'm going to show you how I painted this. So my partner hadn't decided what he was going to get his friend for Christmas until the week before Christmas, and that's when he asked me to paint this canvas. I've never painted anything this style, and I've never done a full canvas in a week before. So it was a little bit terrifying. I was so nervous that this was going to be a complete disaster, but I am actually in love with the final result. These bubbles in the background were definitely a labour of love. They had that ugly phase where I thought I had ruined them, and they had the ugly phase until right near the end. I ended up loving them so much though that I actually then brought them further down into the piece, and I think that made it a little bit more original, and I think it suits the acrylic paint style better than what they had done on the digital piece. I was actually really proud of these bubbles. I was really proud of how much these bubbles actually look like bubbles and not just circles with some colours thrown on. I don't think I've ever done bubbles that look this good before. I don't know if I've ever done bubbles before. Because it was such a short time frame, I wasn't able to come up with my own full design, and my partner wanted it to be very similar to a design he saw on display. So I hope this is okay. I'm not selling the painting, so I don't think this is out of the realms of being fair use. But between only having a week and never having heard of PhD Flopper before, I wasn't able to make my own design. So for anyone who, like me, who didn't know what this was, PhD Flopper is a perk on Call of Duty Zombies, and it's my partner's friend's favourite perk to use. Being a female gamer, I have stayed far away from COD lobbies for obvious reasons. I'm much happier playing my single player open world games that mean I don't have to talk to any real people. If you're a gamer, let me know your favourite games. Mine's probably between Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone. I'm still so salty about the second Days Gone getting axed for yet another Tom Clancy game. So mad. This took me so many hours on top of trying to get... This took me so many hours to paint on top of trying to do all of the pre-Christmas socialising. So, spoiler alert, this was not ready on time to be given to his friend, and he received the painting on the 13th of January, which is yesterday from when I'm recording the voiceover. I finished the painting on the 7th, but we weren't able to see them any earlier. I think he liked it. I'm not great at reading people's reactions, but I think he liked it anyway. He said it'd be going up in the game room. He just needs to find space on the walls. I'm definitely still learning the best angles in the limited space I have to video me painting, because half of the footage had pretty much just the back of my head in shot. It definitely showcased my curls nicely, but not exactly what I was trying to go for. I have filmed a couple videos since, and I think I'm definitely getting better at the angles, but I also think it's just standing up and painting in a video. I think I much prefer painting at a desk with the top down view, because then I'm not in shot. I have quite a bit of insecurity regarding my body because I've had a hell of a year with so many different health problems. I've gained quite a bit of weight. I talk a bit more about that in my first video of my 2024 vision board if you're interested, but I will probably make some videos in the future about my health problems a little bit more. My partner brought me a ton of new paints for this project, and I came across the Diner Studio acrylics in iridescent violet blue and blue green, and I am obsessed. I used them for the majority of this piece, either straight out the tube or mixed with other colours, and it was so pretty, and the video really can't do it justice. The video can't do it justice. It has become one of my all-time favourite paints. The colour shift is so gorgeous. I think the final shots show it up the best, but yeah, I highly recommend it. It doesn't have quite the same beautiful creamy texture of my absolute favourites, Liquid-X, but for the price it is very, very good. The lettering on this was so hard. I've always shied away from doing any kind of lettering with paint, and in this piece I did not have a choice. I couldn't get away from it. I was able to get my crusty white Posca pen to work for the smaller letters on the logo, but on the big title letters I had to use paint and a brush. And I'm now really proud of that part, but it was so hard. It took so many attempts to get the lines straight and to get the same thickness for all the letters and the same size letters and the right angles on everything. I did have to wipe the letters off quite a few times before they were done. It's definitely not perfect, but I think for first try, I think it's really quite good. I always shy away from doing things like that I think are just going to be really hard. But then when I do them, not only does it, make me a better artist, I'm also always just so much more proud of the work that comes out of that, even if it's not perfect. So I'm going to try to do that a bit more this year. Try to push myself a bit more with my artwork, but we'll see. Here is where I finally got round to dyeing my hair and got rid of those atrocious roots. I had been meaning to dye my hair for the past couple months and I just kept procrastinating it. I've had the dye for, I think, since about September, and I just kept putting it off and my roots were just getting worse and worse. But then I finally did it and I felt like myself again. I felt so much better. I do this every single time I procrastinate getting my hair redone, and then I do it and I feel a million times better about myself. I really struggled getting back into painting after Christmas. I think I was just very, very burnt out from being autistic and having to deal with 3 sets of family for Christmas celebrations. I had a really, really nice Christmas, probably the best I've had in years, but it just completely drained me and made me want to do nothing. I was so tired. So getting back into painting was difficult, especially because I was at the lettering stage of this painting, which I was struggling with anyway. So I found it much easier to go and do the edges when I got back to it after Christmas. And then once I was in the flow of it, I got back into doing the details, and that really, really helped. So I think that's probably a tip for you if you have been out of doing art for a little while, is do something really simple and easy first just to get yourself back into the flow, and then you can amp it up and then get back into doing the detail and the difficult bits. But yeah, that's the painting. That's the process. I'll just leave you with the final shots. Thank you for watching.